The GOP is responding to their 2020 losses by rewriting the rules and pushing new restrictive voter laws. In Republican-led states like Georgia and Florida, lawmakers have passed bills that limit mail-in ballots, stifle early voting, and enact stricter voter ID requirements. Joining me now is President and Executive Director of Florida Rights Restoration Coalition and Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential in 2019, Desmond Meade. Desmond, I've been eager to have you on, so I am so thankful that you made the time tonight.
Well, Yodit, it is an honor and a pleasure to be on with you.
Listen, your story is nothing short of inspiring. Former drug dealer turned law school graduate and at the forefront in the crusade to restore voting rights to those convicted of felonies in Florida. So thank you for all of the work that you have done and continue to do.
Well, I appreciate that, Yodit. You know, as a person that's directly impacted. And I have to add that I was a drug addict as well as being homeless, because I think folks need to know that no matter what obstacles they face in life, that they're able to overcome it, and not only overcome it, but to be an asset in their communities and change the conditions.
Well, before we get into your organization and the good work that it does, and there was this article that came out about a sheriff in Georgia whose mission it was to charge black Georgians with felonies in order to prevent them from voting. I know that when my producer talked to you about the story, you had some thoughts. Tell me what your thoughts are just about just that in general, right there, that headline.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, because when we really look at the totality of the situation, criminal justice or policing has always been a part of the systematic efforts to disenfranchise folks. You go all the way back to Reconstruction era, right? When you had seen the introduction of black codes that would criminalize trivial things just for the pure intent of stripping newly freed slaves of the right to vote. You've seen state-sanctioned violence that was led by units like the slave patrols, which are modern-day police, to discourage people from voting. And so the same things that we've seen back then during the Jim Crow era are the same things that's going on right now. It's just have a different covering to it, but that revelation really reveals that we're still in that same crisis of a system that's designed to minimize or diminish civic participation, particularly among African American population.
Well, you know what this story actually confirmed, for me at least, that those that are in prison shouldn't lose their rights to vote. They're still citizens. That's just my take. But let's talk about the 48 states that still strips people with felony convictions of the right to vote, which disproportionately impacts black people, case in point, because we have a system that incarcerates us at a higher rate than any other group. So this means that 1 in 13 disenfranchised voters are black. Your organization was one of the reasons why Florida Amendment 4 was passed in 2018, also known as the Voting Rights Restoration for Felons Initiative, which restored the rights of Floridians with felony convictions, with the exception, of course, of murder or sex offenses, after they completed all of their terms of their sentence, including probation and parole. Now, before 2018, before your amendment, returning citizens had to wait 5 to 7 years after completing their sentence just to apply to have their voting rights restored. Now, there are obvious challenges that came up to the amendment, like what does completion of a sentence mean? Which, of course, the governor of Florida said it had to mean that everybody had to pay their court costs and their fees, much like a poll tax. And then the recent wave of voter suppression bills being passed in several states, including your state. Does your organization have a plan of attack against these efforts?
Most definitely, Yodi. But let me just add something to what you said first. You know, when a person had to wait 5 or 7 years just to apply, you know, there was also a waiting period or a processing period, I should say, of up to 10 years. Just a month ago, we heard testimony from an attorney who had a client that applied in 2007, right? And so this person is still waiting to have a hearing. So that really is a great
Wow.
indicator of how broken the clemency system is in Florida and why Amendment 4 is so important. You know, and so in response to what we're seeing across the country, especially even here in Florida, you know, we believe that you respond to suppression with aggression, right? That we cannot run from it. We cannot get discouraged and just lay down. That we have to be more aggressive in registering people to vote. We have to be more aggressive in removing the legal financial obligations of returning citizens and allowing them an opportunity to participate in our democracy. And we have to be more aggressive in turning people out. These laws that we're seeing being passed across among the different states are designed to eliminate people on the fringes, right? And so if they're eliminating 2,000 people, then that means that we need to register 4,000 people, and we need to make sure that those people show up to the polls and exact consequences on the individuals that are trying to. And I think it's more than just suppressing the vote. I think it's a deliberate attack against democracy. When you put all
Yeah.
of these bills and these laws that's been passed, particularly here in Florida, they're making it harder for you to vote. They're making it harder for you to even protest any conditions, right? And so they're telling you that
Hmm.
they don't want you involved in the process, and they want to do whatever they want to do to you just because they can, and that you should have no right in speaking up against it. The best way to speak out against injustice is to show up at the polls. And so it's incumbent upon grassroots organizations like mine to be even more aggressive in engaging the public and really having these conversations with people in our communities about why this time now more than ever it is vital for them to not only register to vote but to participate in upcoming elections.
But Desmond, the biggest myth out there is that if you have a felony conviction on your record, you can't vote. And this is absolutely untrue. Millions of people with felony convictions can vote right now. They just don't know it. And this is by design. Returning citizens
No,
know they can't own guns and how to answer that, question on a job application, but they don't have the clarity on whether they can vote or not. So how can we make it simple for people to get the information on their voting rights status?
well, one of the things that we found to be very effective is to engage, influencers, right? And listen, at the end of the day, I don't want to have Michelle Obama talking to returning citizens, right? She's not going to move them, right? But I need to have,
Hmm.
the Kodak Blacks. I need to have, the DJ Khaled. I need to have the sports stars, the basketball stars, really engaging in this conversation in a meaningful way because those are the people that can impact and influence the people that we need to get to. We have that phenomena here in Florida, right? When we passed Amendment 4, over 1.4 million people had the right to vote. Now, in spite of the fact that the legislature enacted a law that required the payment of outstanding legal financial obligations, right? That only impacted around 774,000. So if you do the math, that means that there are over 600,000 returning citizens in Florida that can register to vote right now. But what we have is what I call the Juneteenth phenomenon, right? Where, in Juneteenth, the story was that the slaves in Galveston didn't even find out that they were free until 2 years later. Here we are over 2 years past the passing of Amendment 4, and there are hundreds of thousands of returning citizens in Florida that don't even realize that they're free. They don't even realize that Amendment 4 passed, much less what Amendment 4
Yeah.
does. And so we have to ramp up our efforts to engage them. And we've seen the impact of getting celebrities involved. When I helped Michael Vick register to vote last year, that had an impact on returning citizens in Georgia who thought that they couldn't vote, but they were
Hmm.
eligible to vote. And what we seen was that there were a substantial number of returning citizens in Georgia that was able to register to vote in time and participate in the runoff, right? And we've seen the results of that. Returning citizens are a growing constituency group. It's a sleeping giant that has awakened now, with so many people impacted by a criminal justice system. What I tell folks is that we covered the gap, right? With 1.4 million returning citizens in Florida, you can see the same dynamic play out across other states where we have more than enough people to make a difference in our local and state as well as federal elections. And we're going to be doing that because we're going to continue ramping up our efforts to engage these folks.
You're such a giant in this movement, Desmond. Your work hasn't gone unnoticed. We appreciate you and all that you're doing. President and Executive Director of Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, Desmond Meade.